Why do we have to do an exercise like this? Why is obedience difficult? So I said this in an earlier lesson, that obedience in a broken world feels like you're going up the down escalator. Do you know I dreamt about that last night? I dreamt for, it must have been an hour, that I was trying to get to the top of a down escalator. I'm no kidding, I dreamt about that. It's the most frustrating dream. I couldn't get up there. And there were crowds of people coming down. They were mad at me. Some of you were there. Coming down the down escalator. It's like, oh my goodness, it's so hard to be obedient. But I want to tell you, one of our main problems is we don't really trust God. Think about it. We're not sure that His way is better than ours. Take this one as an example. So you've made the decision there's somebody who has wounded you deeply in your past. You need to forgive them and let go of it. But you can't do it, because you're afraid it won't end well. You're afraid that doing the right thing may cost you too much. I just want you to know that's a lack of trust, that you really don't trust that God's got this thing, and that you actually have come to believe, I'm sorry to say this, I don't mean this ugly, because I got my own. Mine are very visible to you. But you've come to believe that living with fear is better than living with peace. You're ready to go back to Egypt. You'd rather go back to Egypt than to let that baby go, because you're afraid, you don't trust that God will take care of it. Or you got a bad habit. You've come to believe that fast food, smooth on the lips, forever on the hips. You've come to believe that if you will have that food, it will solve, at least for a few moments, every problem. It'll just go away. You won't think about it anymore. You've come to believe that temporary, momentary pleasure is better than eternal, deep, and rich joy. You know how I know that? Because I'm struggling with it too. It's a question of trust. Do I really trust that God's way is better than my way? And do I trust He'll give me the strength to do what He says? If I don't trust Him, it becomes impossible to obey Him. So here's what I want to challenge you to do. You got those things written down? First, I want to challenge you to make up your mind. And don't be this. Don't be a spiritual hypochondriac. So this is what King said in those notes to that sermon he was writing. He said that honest truth is some of us would prefer to be sick. There are people who would rather be sick. There are people who would rather have their addiction, bring their life short, cut their life short by their bad addictions, their bad habits. They'd rather do that than to enjoy the peace and the freedom that comes from doing it God's way. Honestly, I think you need to look inside, because a whole lot of our bad habits, a whole lot of the things that we know to do that we don't do, it's because we are happier being broken. Let go of it. You only get one shot at life. You're only going to go one time. Why not have the adventure of a lifetime by trusting God?
Hey, I'm John.
And I'm Abby, and we are the hosts of Boulevard Online.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give us a big thumbs up by hitting the subscribe button right down below.
To watch the full message that this clip is from, you want to click right here. And if you want to watch some other videos, you can click right down here.
We'd love to see you again 10:20 every Sunday morning. We'll have great worship, fun stories, and a great message. We'd love to see you. Until then, be blessed.
And don't forget to be a blessing.